Alright, with the folks here, Bo Marks 1205 numbers after the name. Games beat in action over here, man. A game that I'm really tempted, by the way, to replay. Resident Evil 4. Just don't have the time, man. I'm playing a lot of Black Ops 6 these days. I just finished, actually, Octopath Traveler 2. It'll give you a little bit of idea how far behind I am in some of these videos. So sometimes I'm posting games that I beat a minute ago. But I want to kind of get them all on the channel and get my thoughts up there, and something that I kind of look back at selfishly and look and be like, oh yeah, man, I did play that game. Oh, that game was pretty good. Oh, that game wasn't. But I just finished up that. I started up a new farm, started New Valley, so I really just have no time and outside of, just life. But Resident Evil 4 is one that I have there on my hit list. I still got to play Indiana Jones. Either way, though, this is the DLC. This is a separate ways here with Aida. I'm not gonna lie, they did everything so well with this remake, man, including this DLC. I played Separate Ways, I believe, on the 360, because it wasn't on... Oh, I'm trying to remember now. I don't think it was on the GameCube version. Oof, hopefully my memory hasn't faded me, but I know I played it later on the 360 version of the game, and it was fine. It was okay. It's kind of what you expected from DLC back in the day, right? Just like a little token additional thing that they charged a couple extra bucks for, and were like, hey, man, here's what it is. I believe in the 360 version at that point it was part of the game. It was part of whatever, like, the deluxe version of it, shall we say. I want to feel like it got added in the PS2 version, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I got to go back in time, go back to circa 2004, 5, 6, whenever this game came out, and really think back to that. But, once again, in Resident Evil 4... they just made it better. So it came out a little bit afterwards. Was the DLC for the game, similar to how it was back in the day. Except it's just meatier and more expensive, and it connects Ida with Luis that we didn't really know, and it connects a storyline in interesting ways that make a little more sense than what it does in the original. And you go through a lot of scenarios that Leon went through. Maybe not that Leon specifically went through, but you can see here in the footage that I kind of grabbed is like this castle scene. Like this is a part that happens that Leon's there, and it kind of explains to you how Ada is like in certain spots because she gets there and she does this and what a little bit of her motives are. And it just does a better job than the original DLC did. And I feel like I could say that for almost the whole game. The original Resident Evil 4 still always hold a very special place in my heart. It was up there as one of my favorite games for a very long time. It still is. And that's why I have such a tough time with this version of the game, because I'm just like, this is better. Like, this is better than what I remember. This is better than what it was. And there's a part of me that still, thinks is like, hey, man, when I played that game back in the day, I remember that thing was, like, amazing and there was nothing better. And I don't know. I struggle to... I'm sure at some point I'll go back and play the original Resident Evil 4. But I know I've beaten this one already 2 times, the remake. And I'm tempted to go back for a third. So I don't know when the hell I'll actually go back to the other one.